Well, good afternoon. My name is Spencer Denyer. I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Global APAC Media for Pacific Strategic Holdings, our flagship magazine in strategic facilities. And today I have with me Mr. Randel, Cohn, Director for Systems and Technology Business, Unisys Corporation for Southeast Asia. Firstly, I'd like to welcome you to Data Center.
Thank you very much.
Green Tech Conference, and coming here and talking with us today and doing a presentation there. So, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see it, but I'm sure it was quite informative. And it's interesting, the topic you were speaking on is real-time infrastructure solutions and considerations for next-generation data center. Now, we've been speaking a lot about data center greening and efficiency and all the like with PUE and DCIE, etc., etc., until the power's come home, basically. But really, let's have a bit of a look at your presentation. If you can sort of go through that, what are the key messages you were trying to relay to the audience, the delegates here today?
I guess the key message is, and Unisys has got a long-standing history. We know the data centers. I mean, Unisys Corporation created the first computer, so we've been in the industry for a long time. Today we're seeing, of course, with data centers, we're at a point where we're at a technology change and transformation. And the issues that I guess data center green technology and the challenges being faced are a subset of what Unisys sees as part of the whole transformation of the infrastructure. And some of the benefits that transformation can give is to actually drive out those benefits in terms of green efficiency data centers. But more than that is it's actually taking the infrastructure back to delivering true value and driving real business benefit. And so the combination of technologies that are emerging today and those applications in the data center environment not only go towards driving cost efficiencies and cost savings and green efficiencies, but deriving business back some true benefits and value of IT.
Okay, you're mentioning about the green efficiencies there. Okay, we're trying to get the value there, we're trying to reduce the OpEx capabilities down. So when you look at a data center solution, like legacy data center, greenfield data center, what are the key things that you are looking at to transform, let's say, firstly say in a legacy data center, then to a greenfield data center?
Well, today I guess the biggest problem has been the explosion, the growth in assets, the physical size of data centers, and the challenges today of saying, what's my data center in the future have to look like? How big is it going to be? So one of the first questions we are actually saying to customers is, what does your infrastructure need to look like to support your business? In a lot of cases today, we are saying that you need far less physical infrastructure to deliver what you're doing today, and in fact, to deliver more than what you're doing today. So from an efficiency point of view, the first challenge we say is if you are looking at your traditional data center and how to reduce the cost of it, maybe the first thing is reducing the size of it. And then associated with that is going to be the savings you will save in power, cooling, raw floor space. The second part of our solutions could be the efficiency of how the data center is run. True to say that in some areas now you probably don't need as many people to do the jobs of running a data center. So again, this leads to savings for the organisation. Again, floor space, simple desk space that isn't required. So those areas are the efficiency of the data center. It's probably more a case of our solutions is looking at what goes in the data center more so than the data center, the physical data center itself.
Look, on the CFO or the data center manager, the CIO of the organisation, they've got a fairly tight budget. You're coming in and saying, okay, look, you've got an old system there, it's going to cost you X amount of dollars to make your data center more efficient. Well, that's great. You're asking me to spend X amount of dollars. What am I going to get out of this in real terms? What's my return on investment?
Okay, so
and what period of time have we? When am I going to see a return on this?
We're seeing cases where we're helping clients, they can see a return on investment less than 12 months. And it can be just purely in reducing the number of physical servers and the maintenance costs, the running costs, power and cooling costs for those physical servers. It is not unusual for us to be able to say your return on investment is less than 12 months. What's the other benefits you're going to see? Well, a great reduction in your cost of ownership. And we can show cases where we can be taking more than 60, 80% of cost out. And we can show how in the future you can keep taking that cost out of the operation. operations. The second part of the benefit, the return on investment, is going to be what it means in terms of the ability to support the business. A lot of today's IT budgets, for example, probably 80% of that budget is being spent maintaining what you've got, just keeping it operating and running. We can show cases where you can take some of that IT budget, a lot of that 80%, you can bring that down to maybe 60%. Now that suddenly means that you've just freed up 20% of that IT budget that you can now use to support the business for innovation. So CIOs are suddenly saying, I can actually find money to do the projects for the business, the innovation it's looking for, without having to go back and ask for more money from